Now, Mogotsi, an alleged associate of Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, who has been placed on a leave of absence, is expected to take the stand today at the Madlanga Commission. Now, the Northwest businessman has been placed in the center of allegations of criminality, political interference and corruption in the criminal justice system. Mogotsi has been accused of playing the middleman in dealings between alleged cartel member Vusumuzi Cat Matlala and Mchunu. And WhatsApp exchanges placed before the commission show that Mogotsi allegedly received monetary benefit from Matlala. Mogotsi's scheduled appearance comes as the inquiry enters phase 2 of its evidence, which will give implicated persons the chance to respond to allegations against them. The hearings will begin at 9:30 this morning. And for more, of course, of what transpired yesterday and expectations for today, let's cross live now to SABC News reporter Kenny Mapanga, who's in Pretoria for us. Kenny, good morning. So again, another interesting day of evidence yesterday, talking about those dockets, the 118, 121 dockets, and of course, the process of what transpired in moving those dockets around.
Indeed. Good morning to you, Sakina, and to the viewers at home. I think the gist of yesterday's evidence was to find out why were these dockets moved and what happened during the period in which those dockets were sitting in the Pretoria headquarters. That is the dockets of the Political Killings Task Team. We are hearing from other evidence or witnesses that those dockets were sitting there gathering dust, but it seems that the component head for serious and violent crimes, Major General Mutsepe, held a different view, stating that they did investigate on those dockets, and then of course they were waiting for funding in order to take it forward. We'll see how the commission handles that particular evidence, but it seems that what is being suggested is that those dockets were moved and then they were allowed to just sit idle while those investigations were waiting to proceed, however were stalled because of that particular move. But I think all eyes are going to be on the commission this morning because of the fact that the Madlanga Commission enters phase 2 of its hearing, which is where implicated persons will get a chance to respond to the very serious allegations against them. And I think the first witness is one of those critical, witnesses for this particular probe, because Mogotsi, that alleged associate of the Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, who is now on a leave of absence, will be the first of the implicated persons to take the stand. Now, we know we've heard a lot of evidence in relation to this, allegation of criminality, political interference and corruption in the criminal justice system. But the genesis of this particular probe is with respect to the Police Minister Senzo Mchunu's decision to disband the PKTT and what kind of alleged undue influences could have been surrounding the minister at the time. We know that the minister is being allegedly linked to these cartels, particularly alleged cartel member Vusumuzi Cat Matlala, and we understand that Mogotsi is the center figure between the two. So from our understanding in the statement, what you'll see in the method this morning when he takes the stand is that Mogotsi will be allowed to lead his evidence or his version of events without any interruption or quote-unquote hostile questions, and then once he's finished giving his version of events, then we understand that it will be tested with the evidence leaders then coming in to probe that particular version, in contrast with what the evidence in chief has been laid before the commission. So many issues for him to unpack. I'm sure in the next hour we'll get into detail about some of the things that he has to answer to before this probe. Over to you in studio.
Oh, thanks so much, Kenny. And of course, in the next hour, we'll check in with Kenny again to find out what's to be expected further today.